what you need in a partner based on your zodiac sign. Stay tuned.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Who is Anthony Spade? The link is in the description. All right, today I'm going to be talking about what type of partner you need based on your zodiac sign. Now, when it comes to zodiac signs, it's all fun and games. A lot of people are going to get in the comments and be like, oh, Anthony, you know that's fake. Okay, it's fake. But a lot of people follow it and a lot of people don't take it serious, but a lot of people relate to it. It's entertainment to the world at this point, all right? And it's a highly researched subject in the Google algorithm, all right? So today is going to be pretty much based off of my advice. I will be going through every single zodiac sign, all right? But it's going to be based off of my experiences. So if I am wrong, excuse me for being wrong. And if everyone thinks it's fake, so be it, all right? Let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with Aries, all right? Aries are very direct people and they're very impulsive people and they're headstrong, all right? Understand that. A lot of people, when it gets to Aries and an Aries woman, men are intimidated by Aries women because of how direct they are. It's the same thing with the man. A lot of you Aries men, you're very direct with everything that you do. And when you put your mind to doing something, you want to do it. You want to do it almost immediately and get it done. You need a woman who is impulsive as well. You need a woman, when you come up with those quick thoughts, you're like, yo, I want to do that and I want to get it done now. She's right there with you to say, yeah, let's do it. You don't need a woman that wants to stop and start thinking about a lot of stuff. That's not what you are. As an Aries man, when you make your mind up that you want to do something, you don't stop until you want to do it. So you need a woman that's going to be willing to go along with your vision. If you date the wrong woman, she is going to get hurt. And she's going to get hurt because she can't keep up with you. Next, Taurus. Now, Taurus, you're naturally a homebody person. That's what you want to do. Taurus are typically men that are willing to go out and work hard. You're willing to go out and chase the finer things in life. But what you really want, you want a nice house for a family. You don't want a nice house just to say, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm successful. I have a nice house. That's not what you want to do. So what you need is you need a submissive woman who wants to play the housewife role. A Taurus man is the type of guy that wants to go out and he wants to make the money and he wants to bring it back home to his wife. You're the type of guy that really needs a wife who wants to cook, who wants to clean, because you're willing to actually go out there and work to keep her from working. You need a submissive woman. Without a submissive woman, a lot of Taurus guys would maintain being single, and the girl who is not submissive, he would never have respect for her. So you actually need a good girl. Next, Gemini. Now, I'm a Gemini too. And let me just tell you, the Gemini men and the Gemini women are pretty much the same. We need psychological freedom. All right, psychological freedom, but we also need someone around us who doesn't nag, who doesn't complain, and also someone who can gossip and think really fast. When it comes to Geminis do not indulge in the gossip because it's gossipy. Geminis would listen to gossip to gain power, to learn knowledge of someone else. So when it comes to a partner and it comes to a Gemini partner, Geminis need someone who's out thinking the situation just like us. We need a sidekick, all right? We need more of a sidekick type of woman. Someone that's kind of like, all right, Anthony, I'm going along with you. I'm going to back up whatever you do. And the reason why we need that is because we are emotionless people, but we're fickle at the same time, which means that We could be focused on one thing, we could start a project, and then our brain will switch and go to somewhere else. So, as a Gemini man, you need someone in your corner to always tell you, hey, you need to go finish that. You started this project, but you need to go finish it, because we get started with things, but then our brain goes fickle into other directions. So the type of woman you need is the one that's going to make sure that you start a project and that you finish a project. Next, we're going to go into Cancer. One thing about Cancer men, you're very, very, very emotional. All right, you're the most emotional sign of it all. Matter of fact, you hold on to a lot of vengeance because you're very emotional. What type of woman does a Cancer need? You need a woman that always looks at you as the leader no matter what. She has to be weaker than you because you're the weakest out of everybody else. So the woman that you end up with has to be very submissive and weak to the point where you have to give her strength. You have to be the one that's telling her you could do better, you could do good, you could do this. You have to be the one that she comes to and asks for guidance. She asks for advice because that makes you feel better because you're emotional to everything in society. A lot of you Cancer men, you take everything personal that people say. So in a lot of cases, you feel like you're the vulnerable one because you're taking everything personal. So you need a woman that doesn't take everything personal, but she's very weak and she thinks that you're the leader. You need a woman to actually follow you. Next, we're going to talk about Leo. One thing about Leo women and Leo men, you're very, very confident and you're very, very, very insecure at the same time. You could be confident doing things, but you do a lot of stuff where you're only confident on surface, but you're really weak behind the scenes. So what do you need? You need somebody who is not trying to always love you. And the reason why you need someone who is not always trying to love you is because you're untamable. You're not going to adjust to anybody. And this is both male and female. Leos are the hardest sign to tame, to get to adjust to anybody. You need a person that completely conforms to you, but at the same time, they cannot be a do-girl and they cannot be a pick-me man. They can't be a pick-me chick. They pretty much got to be in your life and they got to be able to go hot and cold at any given moment. They have to be able to challenge you. If they cannot challenge you and be your lover and friend at the same time, it's not going to work. All right, it is not going to work. If you get with a woman who only agrees with you, you're going to run through that woman. You need a woman who's around you, who's very supportive, who submits to you, but every now and then she'll stand up for herself. You know what I'm saying? If not, you're going to run through her because you just can't be tamed. Any girl looking to come in your life and think that they can change you is just going to set themselves up for heartbreak. Next, Virgo. All right, Virgo men. You love extremely hard. You put love and not into the woman, but you put love into everybody around you. What the type of woman that you need a woman who's going to be there no matter what, through thick and thin. You need a true ride or die chick. And the reason why you need a ride or die chick is because you go from happy to depression really, really fast. Virgo men are perfectionists. So you try to be very perfect and very neat at everything you do, but you overanalyze life. You start thinking about life too fast. And then when things crash and you have no idea how to get out of it, you slip into depression real fast. You need a woman that's going to allow you to slip into depression so she can see your weak side, but after she sees your weak side, she don't look at you as a weak man. A lot of girls out there, once the man is able to cry or show weakness, she automatically loses interest into him and start looking for a dominant male. You need a woman that's going to take you no matter what. She has to really love you. If you cry in front of her, she just continues to love you. Next, Libra. All right, a Libra man. You love to talk. You love to sit down and talk about social things and talk about life. When it comes to a woman, you're going to mainly need a woman who can respect you and respect your thoughts and views that you want to do. And the reason why I say that is because Libra men, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of visions, you have a lot of places and a lot of things that you want to do, but you never get around to actually doing those things. You never get around to pushing, and you never get around to actually pursuing those things. What you need is, you need a woman that you can talk to about day-to-day life and talk to her about your dreams, and then she says, okay, let's work on these together. That's what you need. You need a woman that stops, listens, respects you, and pretty much she jumps into your world as a partner in crime. That's what you need. You need a therapist and a partner in crime to help you kickstart your dreams that you want to accomplish. That's where your love is at. It's when you and her can actually build something up. If you can't find a woman to build something up with, then you're going to have a hard time dating, and you're going to have a hard time in marriages, because you're going to be sliding, adjusting yourself to the woman. Scorpio. One thing about Scorpios love drama. Very intense people, very emotional people, but they hide it with strength. All right? You need a person that can keep up with your drama. Your drama is going to always be on and off. You need someone who's kind, who's gentle, to allow you to feel dominant. But you also need a woman that's feisty with you, that may look at you and be like, what? Who are you talking to? You need a woman that's going to stand up for herself, but she has to also be submissive at the same time. So, finding a woman to keep up with your intensity and your drama is going to be very easy for Scorpios. Scorpio men typically, in the environment that we live in now, excel in dating. Like in the modern day dating right now, most Scorpio men are going to win in dating, because most of the women are bipolar. So it's easier for a Scorpio man to date a bipolar woman, because you have the intensity in yourself and you can actually handle the drama. A woman that cannot come in your life and handle that drama is only going to make you mad, and you're going to get rid of her. But the sex is so good, when you go to get rid of her, she ain't going to know what to do. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius guys, you guys are alpha males. All right, very dominant, and you love your freedom. You need a woman that's going to allow you to be the boss. Full submission. That's it. When she comes into your life, she says, you're my leader. I'm going to listen to you. What do you want me to do? Prime example, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Look at exactly, Jay-Z's a Sagittarius. Look how Beyonce was forced to submit to him regardless of how big she was as a star. It's the same thing with you as a Sagittarius. If that woman does not submit to you, then you're not going to begin a relationship with her. Most Sagittarius men, believe it or not, they actually keep their standards. They don't typically lower their standards to get to a woman. If they lower their standards to get a woman, then they upgrade her. They upgrade her financially back up. But most Sagittarian men can find their equal and force her to submit to him. One of the very rare few signs that can actually take a hard-working woman and force her to be submissive. If she's unable to do that, then it's not going to work. And the reason why you need a woman that is doing her thing, that is willing to submit whenever you want her to submit, is because you're alpha at heart and you need her strength in order for you to keep going. Next, Aquarius. Now, when it comes to Aquarius men, one thing that I can say about a lot of Aquarius men that I've met, you guys have been weird. You've always seemed to have a weird side of you after getting to know Aquarius men. There's always that little offness that's there. The type of woman that you need is a woman that's going to allow you to bring out the weird side, the side that you hide from people. Now, when it comes to an Aquarius woman, she expresses it more than an Aquarius man. An Aquarius man hides it. But what you need is somebody you could be completely comfortable around, because the weird side of you is where your happiness is at. And if you're unable to express that weird side of you, you're going to have a hard time dating. Next, Pisces. Pisces, you're the same way as Aquarius. you have a side of you that's kind of weird, but you also have a side of you that you want to maintain, that you just want to be you. You need someone that's going to be able to love you romantically. All right? Understand that. Pisces are guys that really want to settle down. You want to stay in your own way. You do not want to have to do too much adjusting to your woman. You're the type that really want the fairy tale. You're expecting to meet a woman and you guys go through the stages of dating. You go through the stages of the romantic phase that you were taught, but you never make the adjustments. In a lot of cases, Pisces men and Pisces women typically end up getting used and hurt. And it's all due to the fact that you naturally want the fairy tale of a relationship where you do not have to adjust yourself at all. You just want to be you. All right? These are my thoughts and views on the zodiac. I could be wrong, I could be right, but this is how I feel. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels if you like the video. Hasta la vista.